Welcome to the SLP Stress Management Podcast, your place to manage stress, reduce your risk of burnout, and find more balance as an SLP or a helping professional, and maybe just as a human being. I'm your host, Jessie Andricks, and today I'm going to share 4 grounding tools for managing your stress. So what comes to mind when you hear the term grounding? Is it a punishment from your youth, perhaps for staying out past your curfew or not cleaning your room? Does it make you think of electrical wires in your physics class? Or maybe a recent flight not being able to take off? Or maybe still, it makes you think of a less frazzled, scattered, stressed out state of being. In yoga, mindfulness, and coaching, the term grounding often refers to the last one, a tool you can use to connect back to the present moment and reduce the feelings of stress, such as feeling frazzled, scattered, unsteady, and unbalanced. Being grounded offers you a way to come back to your body and out of your head and, well, sometimes to connect to the earth, the ground below you, for a point of reference. Stress occurs when a stressor has triggered a response in your brain and your body. And this can often lead you to start focusing on future outcomes or on things in the past that did not go well, and to lose your connection to the present, to this moment, to what is happening now. And all of this leads you to feel more feelings of stress and overwhelm. And it continues this cycle of stress and keeps you stuck and growing in this negative pattern. It also pulls you out of your body. Your body is an intuitive place that is part of you and can help you reduce tension and stress and be more aware of when it is occurring or what triggers it. And this stress keeps you more in your head, where your thoughts continue to spiral and that stress continues to build. So if you are feeling stressed and you're feeling overwhelmed, here are a few practices that will help you reduce your stress by getting more present, getting out of your head and back into your body. So these are 4 grounding tools for managing your stress. The first tool is yoga, specifically yoga poses or yoga asana. Technically, all of these that I'm giving you are part of a full yoga practice, but in this part specifically those poses, the physical pieces. So yoga is a very powerful tool for getting you back into your body and in the present moment. As you're moving through poses and you're trying to breathe and you're focusing, you really have to pay attention to what your body's doing to really get the most out of each pose, but also so you don't fall at times, so you can deepen into it. And it helps you stay really in that moment. Grounding in a yoga practice focuses on feeling the connection to the earth or the ground below you in any pose, whether it is with your feet, with your hands, your seat, or maybe just one foot pressing down into the mat below you. The action of breathing and focusing on each pose helps you get out of your head, focus on your body and not falling, and keep you in the present moment, which helps to shift you out of the stressful thought spiral that you may have found yourself in. And it also brings more awareness to some of the tension or the things that you may be feeling within your body as you're feeling more and more stress. Pockets that you may be holding that stress in and where you can let them go physically to then let them go mentally. Poses that are good for grounding include standing poses such as a warrior 1 or a warrior 2 or a mountain pose and maybe even triangle pose, where you have your feet firmly planted down and you can feel that mat right beneath you. It could also be a balancing pose. Now, balancing may seem like the opposite of grounding, but in order to find true balance, you really have to focus on that connection of your foot to the ground or whatever you're balancing on in that moment. So this could be a pose like tree pose or head to knee, where you extend one leg and you fold into it while balancing, or even dancer, where you reach that leg up behind you. And then there are seated poses that are grounding, such as a forward fold or child's pose. And of course, that final resting pose, Shavasana, where you feel the earth, the mat, the ground supporting you, that deep connection to it and into the body. Now, another tool that is very, very powerful is your breath, your pranayama. So getting grounded through breath work or pranayama can help you to reduce the stress you feel by sending a calming response to the nervous system and to the brain. It also helps you feel the body and breath in this moment and to feel the ground below you where you make contact. So you could try bringing one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart or your chest and take a deep breath. Maybe a count of 4 or 5 if possible for each inhale and exhale. As you breathe, notice the belly rise and fall, and the seat supported by the chair or the mat below you. If your focus starts to wander, that's okay. It's all part of it. Shift it back to the sensations of your breath and your body, even if you feel like this is all you are doing over and over again. So try breathing this way for 3 to 5 minutes if possible. Another tool you can use is a mental check-in. So it can be really easy to keep it all in your head, all the schedules, the thoughts, the stressors, the worries, and not really see how you are doing with processing all of that stress, with actually managing it and working with it, working through it. A mental check-in can help you to get grounded by giving you a moment to pause, to see how you're doing in your mind and your body, and then to be more aware of what you need next, what is not working, and what is working. Try stopping for a minute to get quiet, close your eyes, and just breathe. Notice your body and any tension you might feel. Notice your feet on the ground, and then notice any thoughts or patterns that are there. Simply bringing awareness to them and observing. And your fourth tool is to do a sensory meditation or journal practice, which helps you really get present. This tool is one of my favorites. So a sensory check-in is a great way to get present and grounded either through a meditation or a journaling practice. This tunes you back into the here and now by noticing the space around you via your 5 senses. So try this either making mental notes like a meditation style or by writing it down like a journaling practice. 5 things you see. 4 things you hear. 3 things you feel, like with your body, that you feel with your skin. 2 things you smell. 1 thing you taste. So getting grounded in this balanced sense is a powerful tool for combating stress and building resilience. So try these out to see which works best for you. It could change depending on the time of day, the need, or where you are. And then I'd love to know which tool works best for you. Share your experience with it in the comments below, over on the blog, on Instagram, or send me a message at Jessie Andrix or email jessie@jessieandrix.com. I would love to hear from you and know what is working for you. Which one of these helped you get the most grounded when you're feeling stressed? And if you want even more, make sure to join in the April workshop with the Resilient SLP to explore this further and to practice these tools with a guide. You can find out more information by signing up below or clicking the link in the attached notes for the Resilient SLP. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Love and light to you. What if there was a way to not be affected so deeply by the stress that surrounds you? There is no way to get rid of stress forever or to live a life without it. And while it seems like something that we would all want, getting rid of stress is not what we need. We need some stress to grow, to learn, to continue thriving and changing and being human. But it's when that stress weighs us down and overwhelms us so much that we can't grow with it. We don't have time to process it. So what if you were around the same amount of stress, but you were able to find that time to process, to feel that you could grow and learn from it, and to not have it stick with you or cut you so deeply that you stayed stuck in that stress? This is a thing, and it is called resilience. It goes beyond managing your stress and trying to avoid or control it, and allows you to recognize it, to have strategies that help you work with it, and to not let that stress weigh you down so much that you get stuck in it, but instead that you take what you can learn from it and you grow from it, no matter how much stress is around you. This is what we build and learn in the Resilient SLP monthly workshop series. Each month we focus on a piece of building resilience and work with a key tool to help you not get rid of stress and control it, but to become resilient around it. Find out how you can join the Resilient SLP at the link below, and I cannot wait to see you in the Resilient SLP monthly workshop series.